Hi guys, my name's Noelle. Welcome to my channel. If you want to kind of get this fall inspired look, thanks for watching, or continue watching, duh. But again, my name's Noelle. If you like, subscribe, hit the like button, and we'll see where we go from there. It's a good mixture of kind of high-end makeup and low-end Alright, so first things first, let's go ahead and get started. I always use a color corrector. This is from Palladio. I've been using this for years. It's in green. You can get it from Sally's. Nothing special. It kind of looks like a lipstick tube. So just obviously my skin is not cooperating with me. So let's just go ahead and cover up some of these bad boys. Next thing I go in with is my foundation. This is a good cheapie too. This is from any drugstore by, let's see, Rimmel Stay matte. I'm in shade 100. Obviously, I'm very pale. So I just kind of squeeze it on the back of my hand. That hopefully is enough. And then just kind of work it in with my beauty blender. Oh, and the artwork in the back is courtesy of my daughter. Okay, depending on my mood, I will either go on concealer at this point, but since I'm going in with like a darker eyeshadow shade, I usually do my eye makeup and my eyebrows first, and then I'll put on my concealer. Just a little extra blending. I like to go in with my Benefit Lemonade, just kind of as an eye corrector and a primer. Next thing, I'm going to go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. I'm just kind of going to skip over that. There's like 1,000 tutorials on YouTube on how to do it. But I like to use the Anastasia brow powder duo, and I use the shade Auburn. Obviously, I've had mine for a while. It's really worn out. But nothing special. I just go in with this and an angled shadow brush. Now that my eyebrows are filled in, I'm going to go ahead and use the Anastasia Modern Renaissance palette. It's kind of got, you know, all good fall neutrally colors in there. So the first thing I'm going to go ahead and do, obviously, is set that eye primer. And let me go ahead and zoom you guys in. Sorry. So I'm going to go ahead and set the base, or the eye primer, with the color Tempera in the Anastasia palette. Okay. And then next I'm going to go in with the color Raw Sienna on the bottom here. And just kind of blend that in the crease. Next thing I'm going to do is go in with the shade Venetian Red right here. And then that's also going to go in the crease, but a little bit more concentrated on the outer edge. With is actually in a different palette. I'm going to go in with the Violet VossXLaura Lee palette. I'm just going to go ahead and grab a black. You can grab any black, but I'm just going to use the color Lou down here in the corner. And then I'm going on a very small brush. This is actually an e.l.f. lip defining brush, but it's really fluffy. So I like to use it for like the really focus it on the crease or on the outer edge. Like a little bit of a smoky definition there. Okay, next color I'm going to go in with is one of the Makeup Geek foiled eyeshadows. I'm going to go in with the color, let's see, in the Spotlight. I'm pretty sure this is like one of my favorite foiled shadows. And then that's just going to kind of go over the lid. And then I'm going to go back into that Venetian red shade. And let's see, going with my little e.l.f. brush again, and then just kind of blend on the outer edge or on the bottom lash. Okay, great. Now that the eyes are semi-done, I go a little backwards on things. I'm going to go ahead and use just put on my concealer. And this is, of course, the Urban Decay Naked Weightless Concealer, a Naked Skin Concealer, and I'm in the color Light Warm. Cover that bad boy up. Okay, and then going back in with my Beauty Blender, I'm just going to blend all this out. To do is go ahead and set my under eye. I'm going to use the Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder for under the eyes. I don't know if you can see that. Yes, no, maybe. And I just use my Beauty Blender and kind of blend it in under my eyes. For the rest of my face, I'm going to go ahead and set my, obviously, foundation in every other place where I kind of highlight, use concealer. And of course, I'm just going to go in with the Laura Mercier translucent powder. Big old fluffy powder brush, and just kind of go all over with that. Now that that's done, I'm going to do a little extra today, and I'm going to go in, I like the yellow kind of powder in this. This is just the Wet n Wild contour palette in the shade Caramel Toffee. I grabbed the wrong shade. I wanted the Dolce de Leche because I'm a little bit lighter, but I really ended up liking the yellow in this, so I'm going to go ahead and use this also under my eyes. Like I said, a little extra, but we'll go with it. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead, like I said, I do things so weird. I'm going to go ahead and just kind of contour and bronze. Benefit Hoola is my absolute #1, but today, for some reason, I love the smell of this. I'm going to go in with the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. It smells amazing. I'm sure it's, you know, it's kind of all the new rave right now. But if you've actually ever smelt this, oh my god, it smells just like suntan lotion, and I'm in love with it. Complete, utterly love with it. And let's see, what brush do I want to use? Alright, we'll go with this one. I know you're thinking that's harsh, but I'm going to go in with another brush too. Fluffy brush and blend it out. Okay. And then this is my favorite fluffy brush to kind of bronze and contour with. Really, it's a cheapie. It's just the Real Techniques, I'm not sure, powder brush. And I like to contour with it. Or bronze, whichever you want to call it. I feel like this lasts all day on my skin. Like, I feel like I can smell this suntan lotion all freaking day. It's so amazing. So good. Blush, since this is a little bit of a darker eye look, I'm going to go in with a little bit of a darker shade. Obviously not too dark because I'm so pale, but one of my favorite darker shades that I have actually is out of the Tarte Bling It On palette, and I like to use this very first color in Fetching. So it's kind of dark, but it still has a nice pink color to it. For highlight, I'm going to go in with none other than Becca Highlight and Champagne Pop. I feel like it's kind of got like a pinky, you know, goldish undertone. Everybody's familiar with this one also. And then I like to use a big fluffy brush for it. Again, it's a Real Techniques brush and the blush brush. And I go overboard with highlight. I mean, who doesn't, right? I didn't necessarily highlight my under my brow or anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and use the Becca highlight also under my brow. And a little bit in my inner corners too, why not? Alright, again, because I'm backwards, I'm going to go ahead and use setting spray on my face because once I put on like mascara and eyeliner and stuff, sometimes it tends to smudge. So I'm going to go ahead and set everything just with the Urban Decay All Nighter setting spray. Take a good shower in it, girl. Somebody blowing me. Dry me. Okay. Next thing I'm going to go ahead and do is go in with a pencil eyeliner, just a tight line. I've been using this for years, and I mean like 7-8 years plus. This is one of my favorite black eyeliners. It's from Avon. It's just one of their glimmer sticks, and this is in the shade, I believe Black is Black. Usually you can get these on sale. I'm not an Avon rep or anything like that, but this has just been one of my favorite ones. Usually you can get them in bundles for like 3 for $10 or something. They're amazing. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and zoom you back in a little bit. Obviously I'm not an expert on tight lining, and to some people I don't do it right, but that's okay because that's what works for me. So I lift up my eyelid kind of, and then just get right in there in that lash line. Super creepy, I know. Okay, kind of the same thing with under the waterline too. I pull down a little bit. Like I said, people are going to ream you for it. Not the right way, whatever. But this is what works for me, so this is what I'm doing. So we're a little bit tight lined, run the water line. I'm going to go ahead and throw on some liquid liner. I'm not going to lie, I'm not the best at this, like recording wise. So I'm going to go ahead and put some liquid liner on, and then I'll come back. But this is my favorite. It's $2. It's better than some of the top ends. I have like the Kat Von D Trooper, some of the Galactic ones. This is just the best one that I found that works for me, and it's $2. Okay, now that our eyeliner and mascara on, I'm going to go ahead and pop on Vossies. Obviously, you don't have to do this if you don't wear them every day. There for a long time, I didn't wear them every day, especially like at work and stuff. I feel like it's too much. Eyeliner might be too much for you, but you can take this kind of however you please, however you wish to do. But I'm going to go ahead and pop on some Vossies, and then I'll be right back. Okay, so that's the eyes complete. I'll zoom you in a little bit so you can kind of take a quick sneaky peeky to see. Just everything, the red kind of blended in. These are like my favorite Vossies, I guess. They're super cheap. They're just the Ardell Demi Wispies. You can get them for like $4 a pair. Alright, and last but not least, this would not be a fall complete look without a very, deep, dark, vampy kind of burgundy lipstick. I'm going to go ahead and, one of my favorites, and again, another super cheapie. It's $2. It's by Wet n Wild, and it's the Sugar Plum Fairy, so we're going to go ahead and do that. But first, I'm going to go ahead and line with the NYX Retractable Lip Liner in the shade Plum. So that completes this look. I'll go ahead and zoom in. Again, you can take a quick peek kind of at everything. I don't know, maybe that's a little better. But obviously the eyes are finished, the lipstick is finished, and I guess, if you like this look, you want to see more looks, go ahead, click subscribe, hit the like button, and we'll see where we go from there. Bye!